Wait, you mean William? The richest boy in the whole university? Yes, that's William. And you're telling me he left all those rich girls just to walk with that orphan girl?
That's exactly what happened.
But why would someone like him even look at her? No one knew the answer that day, until the moment he stood beside her and changed Bella's life forever. Wow.
In a quiet village on the edge of town lived a girl named Bella. Bella had once been a cheerful child, full of laughter and dreams. But those dreams began to fade the day her parents died in a terrible accident when she was only 12 years old. After their burial, Bella had nowhere else to go except the house of her aunt, Auntie Margaret. At first, the villagers believed Bella would be cared for like a daughter, but they were wrong. Very wrong. From the first week Bella arrived, Auntie Margaret made it clear that Bella was not welcome. "You will earn your food in this house," she would often say coldly. While her own daughter, Clara, slept peacefully every morning, Bella woke up before sunrise to sweep the compound, wash dishes, fetch water from the stream, and cook breakfast. If Bella made the smallest mistake, Auntie Margaret would shout at her loudly. Sometimes even the neighbors could hear. Clara, on the other hand, lived like a princess. She had beautiful dresses, expensive shoes, and the newest phone in school. Whenever Bella tried to sit with Clara or talk to her, Clara would wrinkle her nose in disgust. "Don't come near me," she would say. "You smell like soap and kitchen smoke." Bella never argued. She simply lowered her head and continued walking. But deep inside Bella's heart was something no one could see. A dream. Bella loved books. Whenever she finished her chores late at night, she would quietly open the old textbooks her parents once bought for her. Under the dim light of a small lantern, she studied harder than anyone her age. Sometimes she studied until sleep pulled her eyes closed. Sometimes she studied until morning. Education was the only thing that made her feel close to the life she once had. Years passed. Bella finished secondary school with excellent results, despite all the suffering at home. One afternoon, while Bella was washing clothes behind the house, a young man rode into the compound on a motorcycle. "Auntie Margaret," he called from the gate. Auntie Margaret walked out, wiping her hands on her wrapper. "Yes, what is it?" "I came from the university office. We are delivering admission letters." Clara immediately rushed outside with excitement. "Is mine there?" she asked eagerly. The man checked the envelope. "Yes, Clara Margaret, you have been admitted into Crown Hill University." Clara screamed with joy. Crown Hill University was the biggest and most prestigious university in the entire region. Only the smartest students were accepted. But then, the delivery man pulled out another envelope. And Bella Thompson. Bella froze. For a moment, she thought she had heard wrong. Me?" she whispered. The man smiled and handed her the letter. "Yes, congratulations. You have also been admitted." Her hands trembled as she opened the envelope. Her eyes moved slowly across the words printed on the paper. It was true. She had been accepted. Tears filled her eyes. After years of suffering, after all the nights studying under a lantern, her dream had finally come true. But when Bella lifted her head, the joy in the compound had disappeared. Clara's face had turned dark with anger. "You?" Clara snapped. "You got admission to the same university as me?" Auntie Margaret also looked furious. "This must be a mistake," she said sharply. But it wasn't a mistake. Bella had earned it. From that day, the atmosphere in the house became colder than ever. Clara hated the idea that Bella would attend the same prestigious university as her. "Don't think this changes anything," Clara warned one evening. "Even in that school, you will still be nothing." Bella said nothing, but inside her heart, she promised herself something. She would not let anyone destroy the opportunity she had fought so hard to get. Weeks later, the day finally arrived. Bella packed the few clothes she owned into a small old suitcase. While Clara left the house in a shining car sent by her father, Bella took a crowded bus heading toward the city. When the bus finally stopped in front of Crown Hill University, Bella stepped down slowly. Her eyes widened in amazement. The campus was huge. Tall buildings stretched toward the sky, beautiful gardens decorated the walkways, students dressed in expensive clothes walked confidently across the grounds. For a moment, Bella felt small, very small. Her simple dress and worn shoes made her look different from everyone else. Some students stared, some whispered, some laughed quietly. "Look at her clothes," one girl murmured. "Is she sure she came to the right university?" another said. Bella pretended not to hear them. She tightened her grip on her suitcase and continued walking. Then suddenly, a loud sound of expensive cars filled the air near the school gate. Students began turning their heads excitedly. "He's here! It's William, the campus king!" Bella didn't understand what was happening, but soon she saw him. A tall, handsome young man stepped out of a sleek black car. His confidence, calm smile, and effortless charm immediately attracted attention. Girls whispered everywhere. That boy was William, the richest and most admired student in the entire university. His family owned companies across the country. Everyone wanted his attention. But William barely looked at anyone as he walked toward the main building. Then suddenly, an unexpected thing happened. As Bella nervously tried to carry her suitcase across the path, it suddenly slipped from her hand. Books fell everywhere onto the ground. Students nearby laughed loudly. "First day already embarrassing herself," someone mocked. Bella knelt down quickly, trying to gather her books. But before she could reach them, a pair of polished shoes stopped in front of her. Someone bent down and picked up one of the books. Bella slowly looked up. Her eyes widened. It was William, the richest boy in the university. He handed the book back to her with a calm smile. Then he said something that made the entire crowd fall silent. "Are you new here?" he asked kindly. Bella nodded softly. "Yes." William looked at the heavy suitcase beside her. Then, without hesitation, he grabbed it. "I'll walk you to the registration hall," he said. The campus froze. Students stared in shock. The richest boy in school carrying the suitcase of the poorest looking girl on campus and walking beside her. At that exact moment, standing across the courtyard, Clara watched everything. Her eyes burned with rage because the one boy every rich girl wanted had just chosen to walk beside Bella. And that was only the beginning. To be continued.